back to Angel's Crafts. My name's Audrey and today I'm going to be doing some resin pouring. A little tiny, I wasn't 100% sure if it was a swan with his neck curled down or a duck. And I'm going to do this little cute elephant. And this tiny little, what looks like a tiny little plate mould, but it's actually part of a teacup and saucer set, and it's so cute. Excuse me, sorry about that. These moulds were in a box of moulds that I got from a very special subscriber of mine. Well, I can't say a box. It was in a box of about 3-4 boxes full of moulds. And today I'm going to be using Let's Resin Chameleon powders. I am using the magenta, I think. If I could only see them properly. Blue. It's a darker blue. I think I'll use the darker blue on the little elephant. And this is light blue. Obviously, it's light blue. Looks kind of more like silver, but it's a light blue. I'm going to use the sort of reddish magenta, I think. I can't remember what one it was. But I'm going to be doing a little teacup set. And as you can see, there's me trying to sort my resiners tray so that it's in shot. And yes, I did stroke the top of it. I'm still very excitedly happy with my resiners G3 machine. And there I have the dual head resiners mixer, which I was going to use today, well not today, then, to mix up my my resin even. But we'll get to that in a minute. First I'm going to powder up the teacup and saucer. Oi, my brain's not working today. Well, tonight. It is almost midnight. But yeah, I'm using the magenta just to dust the teacup and saucer. And I'll use black resin behind that. So really basically all I'm going to do is powder everything up and use a black resin behind them. Yeah, I know, it's not very exciting. But, for the time being, until I'm a bit braver when it comes to it, I will start doing or trying, at least I'll try some much more experimental to me anyway, different things. I think, I don't know, we'll see. Once I start colouring this, I think I might just get a hubby to fast forward all the colouring because I don't want to sit there and see me do that all. So it's not that exciting. It's just all colouring it in. Oh, in fact, nah. He's already started doing the fast forward bit, so, well, that'll be me putting my place then, won't it? So, I'm colouring the little cup, and I'm doing my best to make sure I can get it on both sides, but because I can't turn it properly, it's kind of hard to get in to make sure that everything's covered properly. But we'll see at the end if we succeed. And yeah, I've just spilt a bit of powder all over my curing machine, but I can clean that up in a minute. First I'm going to use my little Swiffy pad to clean my brushes. Oh my goodness, I just can't talk tonight. Here is a tiny little elephant. Now, I've never poured him before, so I know that when it comes to pouring the resin, I'm going to have to do a lot of squishy wishies. So I'm using, I think, I can't see, oh there it is, the darker blue on the little baby elephant. I don't know what it looks like down in the bottom. If you can hear any weird grunting, that's just Bella. She does not like me being sat at the computer without her. As you'll have probably heard in many other videos, she's my little, what do you call it, voiceover buddy. So back to this, I'm trying to make sure that I can get into everything, and these little ears point backwards. I thought it was going to be kind of difficult to get in there, but it was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm using just one of my little fluffy brushes and giving it a good dust inside, and then I'll go back in and give it a good burnish. That's the word I was looking for. Give it a good burnish to make sure it's tucked in all the sides. And as you can see, there's my little Bella tattoo. My little chihuahua. Sorry for getting my arms in the road. I decided I didn't want to do the light blue and the Sawn, so I'm using the Tiny Turner's Chameleon Pigment by Emma Cook, the Tiny Turner, which you can get at Toonpish Crafts. Wendy from Toonpish sells them on her site, and I'm using, I think that said Arcane. Yeah, it looks like Arcane. But these pigments are just stunning when they're burnished in, and then look at you can use either a dark resin behind them or a white resin behind them, but I prefer to use the black. It makes the colours pop a bit better, I think anyway. But each person has their own opinion on that. I'm just doing this all in one colour because I've never poured it before. I don't know what it's going to turn out looking like. And I like to see and pour a mould at least once before I decide if I'm going to do anything different with it. I was thinking maybe you could use an eco pour in there, but I wasn't too sure about the beak and that. But we'll see once that's once I demould it to have a good look. But there you go. I jumped to the end. Oh, it's all coloured in now. I need to try and stop saying and Okay, so now I'm going to mix up my resin, and I'm using the Tea Expert Epoxy AB121 resin, which I usually use. I'm running low, and need to buy some more. Actually need to buy some more resin. More than just that one, because I think I only have deep pour and a tiny bit of fast cure, Tea Expert fast cure left as well. Oh bells, oh bells. So I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to put bells. I think I made up 400 grams. 400 grams? 4 ounces even. I can't remember what that is in grams. But I made up 4 ounces. 2 ounces part A, 2 ounces part B. And then I added the black into it. I was going to use my Besner's mixer. I haven't used it yet since I got it, and I haven't put it on charge yet, so I ended up having to do it by hand. So that was fun. But I'm going to pour the Black Swan first, because that's the main item on this video. Was this? No, it's not a swan. It's a duck, I think. I'm sure. Yeah, it was a duck. But I'm going to pour just a little bit in here to start with, because this is the head area, and she's got that beak and all that there, like I'm showing. And so I'm going to give it a... It was quite tough to squeeze. But I did my best to give it a good squeeze so that I didn't get any bubbles in there. And I then moved over, let it run round to the back, and gave the tail end a little squeeze as well, so that I could knock out any bubbles. Not that there was anywhere really that the bubbles could be trapped in the back of there. But the full 4 ounces that I made up wasn't enough. And I thought the 4 ounces might have done all of it, but it didn't. So I will have to go back and make up some more resin, which I will cut out the me disappearing, make more resin. No, I want editor. Well, he's already done that, I think. Probably has. There I go again. I need to stop doing that. So I am scraping every last drop of... Down you go then. Good girl. Every last little drop of resin out the tub as I can. Don't want to waste any. And then I'll make up some more so that I can do the little elephant and the teacup and saucer, and top this bit up as well, because it is maybe about 20, 40, I don't know. It's short anyway, so I'll just make up. I'm repeating myself here. Oh my goodness. My brain is so not working. I will be right back in a moment. There we go. I have some more resin. See, that was super quick. That's the little swan. Nope, it's not a swan. It's a duck. The little duck. Oh, I must have didn't count it. Cut out pouring the rest of the stuff. But I did spend quite a little bit of time on the ears part of that little elephant. And this is me just waving stating that I'm going to be putting it in the curing machine, but here we are, we're back to demold. That was a quick jump cut. These little, I didn't have enough to start with, then I had extras. So I'm going to just demold the extras first. I'm sorry for that long pause. My brain just completely died and I didn't know what I was talking about. But what I'm going to do is I am going to get my lovely husband and editor to not fully fast forward through this lot, but just to speed it up a little bit because it is a little bit slow. And while that's going, I will, before that starts even, I will tell you that I am just going to use my pens to give these three here a little highlight. I have Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean, or not really, I don't know what he is. He's just an octopus faced pirate. And that's two skulls with some roses, and as you can see, this little dude is a smaller version of a dragon that I did in a previous video. And I will, from here, now let Ray play some music and speed it up just a little bit for you so you don't have to sit through it too long. I think I will pop back. Yeah, I'll pop back nearer the end and I'll have the oh, my brain is so not working tonight. Oh, look at the little dragon, isn't he cute? I will be back in time for the glamour shots. That's the word, glamour shots. Yeah, I'll be back anyway. decided to jump back in here because I thought I'd better explain what I was doing with everything. The little dragon is going to get some gold on his little crown and his little pendant that he has. When I demoulded the elephant, he had a little chunky bubble underneath his ear. I'm going to use the gold and give him a little gold highlight on his little hat, and I'm going to put some gold here on the love heart. I just want to say, if you've managed to stick around this long, thank you so much. You're awesome. If you are a subscriber and you come back to watch these videos, thank you so much. If you're new and you haven't seen my videos before, please hit the subscribe button. It means a lot. Oops, I almost dropped it. This is my first video where I am actually able to put proper links into my description box, so I will put the links to, I think, Amazon, because that's where I get most of my resin, and I got my chameleon powders. I'll also link Toonfish Crafts if you want to get some of these amazing Emma Cook powders. I think there may also be a link to my website where I'll be starting to sell the things that I make. Well, if I think they're good enough, I'll put them on. I do have a Shopify store. I don't have like memberships or anything like that, or the buy me a coffees. I might start doing the buy me a coffees, but not yet. I'm not quite ready for that stuff yet. Membership I might do in a while, once I know that I've got something that I can give to give specifically to members. That duck turned out really lovely. She's got a tiny little bubble on her nose. I did her little bow in gold just to make it stand out a little bit. But she turned out really beautiful. I really love that colour. It's one of my favourites. And here I'm just doing the little pendant and necklace for the little dragon. Well, whatever. It's entirely up to your perspective. He's so cute. He's exactly the same as I said, a dragon I did a little while ago, except for this one's got a little crown and a little necklace. Again, if you've stuck around this far, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe and share if you can. And thank you so much again for sticking around. It really does make a big difference for the channel when people stick around all the way to the end. That's if you can put up with my mad rantings and ravings. I'm gonna let Ray, then I go again. I need to try and stop saying us and I'm gonna let you. I'll just end this video with some more music and the glamour shots. If, not if. Nope, my brain's gone again. Oh, I just realised that I'm totally losing the plot. Never mind. Okay. I'll just let Ray put in some more music. And thank you again so much for sticking around this long and putting up with my inability to converse. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Whispers of light in the velvet sky, soft wings of clouds as they drift by, a touch of grace unseen but near. The world grows quiet, no need to fear. Heavenly angelic, you're the glow I see, floating through the silence where the stars don't speak. Heavenly angelic, you carry me away in your arms of light. I'll forever stay. Silver moon hums a lullaby tune, shadows dance beneath the gentle